Brittany. So today's gonna be a dream time video, and I had this dream uh, back in April this year, and this was a very interesting and yet exciting dream because I I thought I was going to a movie premiere, which it felt real. So in this dream that I had, I remember. Okay, I think I was walking out of a hotel and I was wearing the dress. I was wearing this really long, pretty red dress, and I was wearing high heels, and I had my makeup on because I was getting ready to go to a movie premiere. And um, yeah, I was dressed and everything, so I got into a car and had the driver take me to the premiere. Now at this point, I didn't know what movie premiere I was going to. Like, I didn't know whether it was going to be a new movie that was out and somehow just going to a premiere of this new movie that was just released, or if I was going to a movie premiere maybe of a movie that maybe had came out maybe long ago, and maybe it just happened to come out in theaters again to celebrate its anniversary or something. So I did not have any clue to what movie I was going to see. And it wasn't until I got there that I guess I just had a feeling about it, like, okay, this is a whole new movie. And yeah, I remember seeing everyone there, although I don't remember seeing anyone there specifically, not anyone that I recognized, but I just saw some people wearing, men in their suits, tuxedos, some women in their dresses, some wearing, like casual wear. um, yeah, everyone was just dressed. They were just attending to this movie premiere. I just so excited. And I remember I was so excited too. And here's the really weird part, and I really hope this doesn't happen because then it would cause some safety issues for movie theaters. But you know how when you walk into a movie theater and you see this, really huge screen, and it's really long, like it stretches. Well, you know how you see it right there in front of you, kind of like how if you sit on the couch or your bed watching TV? Well, it's nothing like that. You don't quite see it right in front of you looking straight at it. Like, you see this movie theater screen where it's actually up on on the ceiling. And somehow with the seats, they weren't adjusted straight like how this chair is. It wasn't like watching a movie like this, straight forward. It was pretty much like the seats were adjusted like leaning back, and for you to watch the movie you have to look up. And I know that sounds completely really weird, like, okay, who would want to watch a movie like that? Like, the seats are all the way back and you have to be looking up at the ceiling because the theater screen, it's pretty much on the ceiling. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know who designed the movie theater like that, but even I in the dream was actually getting concerned. I was actually getting a little, well, not a little, but I was actually getting anxious because I kept thinking, if that screen falls and if it lands right on top of me, what if I get badly injured? And not just me, but everyone here. What if we all get seriously injured by this movie theater screen falling on top of us since it's, attached to the ceiling? And I'm like, yeah, so I was getting worried about that, but so, and I kept thinking this too. I kept thinking, no, don't worry, don't go there, because if you do, what if it does fall and somehow it falls because you're just, getting worried about it? But if you don't worry about it, maybe it won't happen. So I kept thinking, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll just try not to worry. Which, like I said, that was weird. And I'm like, of course, that's something I wasn't used to. So, and so imagine this. Imagine, um, hang on, I may have to do this. So, excuse me, but I have to do this to give you a demonstration. So, yeah, so instead of watching the movie theater like this, completely straight, like how I'm looking at the wall right now, instead of watching the movie like that, I had to watch the movie where the movie theater seats are way back. Way back, like if you're laying on your bed, and I have to be like looking up like that. And yes, this is uncomfortable. It is, because I had to be like that, like just looking up like like that. Okay, no. Yeah, I pretty much had to be looking up like this, and with me, I'm like, okay. So when I was like this in a dream, it was quite unusual because I'm like, okay, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to watching movies straight ahead, like up, like right above me, like on the ceiling. But that's where the the movie theater screen was. It was attached to the ceiling. I don't know how that happened. I don't know who designed it, but someone was not really thinking. I'm not sure if someone did that in their sleep or what. But yeah, I remember everyone else, like all their chairs were like leaned back, like all the way back. I don't mean like a little bit. I mean like all the way back. And because of that, all of us, including me, we had to look up on the ceiling. So it was pretty much, like I said, it was pretty much like this. So the way I'm looking at the ceiling, like picturing the dream and imagining how I'm looking at this movie theater screen right above my head. And I'm like, and yeah, this is why I was getting concerned. Because I'm like, is it gonna fall on top of me? Like, am I gonna be crushed by this movie theater screen? And I thought, not just me, but everyone here with me too. Oh, and that made me more anxious. Because I'm like, no, I don't need anyone else to get physically hurt. No one else here, not me. Like, please. Like, I just want everything to be okay. But I kept thinking, no, don't think that. Just stay calm. Maybe it won't happen. And it's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I just continued staying like this. And then, okay, maybe I just switched back. But yeah, so as I was looking up, then I saw, the trailer of Titanic. Don't ask me hi or wow. There just was. I was just seeing the trailer of Titanic. And I don't know, maybe they're playing the trailer of Titanic maybe because it was gonna come out again in theaters for its anniversary. Like, I'm not sure how long that would be, like how many years from now would probably come out again in theaters, like I don't know. But somehow when I saw the trailer, I heard that music. It wasn't My Heart Will Go On, it was the really sad instrumental music, and that got me, because I remember I just closed my eyes, so I was just like, okay, stop, you're gonna make me cry. So I just kept thinking that, like, okay, don't make me cry here, like I'm supposed to be seeing this new movie, but somehow they played the trailer again. I'm like, stop. So Anyway, I'm gonna get back to uh, the normal position. But yeah, I just wanted to do that demonstration. And yes, I know it looked funny. And it was. It was completely, really off. But it was funny. And I know, like I said, so. Like I said, so because I was pretty much laying back all the way looking up, yeah, it's like it was uncomfortable, and I just kept thinking, okay, can we just sit straight, just sit down and just lay back like this, because I'm used to that. Everyone's used to that when we go to the movie theater. No one decides to just walk into the movie theater and be like, oh yeah, let's try to look up at the ceiling instead, or let's hang upside down like bats and watch the movie upside down from the ceiling, or let's watch it sideways, or vertical or horizontal. Like, no. I don't know. I think that part was just, like, so weird, but it was, yeah, it was kind of funny the way we had to like lean back, how the chairs were all the way back. We had to be like laying on them, and we had to be like looking up on the ceiling to watch the movie instead of right in front of us. So yeah. Um, so after the trailer of Titanic played two different times, and I think they did that to just really advertise the movie and just to let everyone know, like, it's coming out in theaters. If you want to go see it for its anniversary, now it's the time to, get your tickets and, get ready for it. So I think they're just trying to get people out there excited. And I know as for me, yeah, I did thought like, okay, when it comes out, I will watch it, but please do not try to make me cry with that really sad music. So after they're done showing the trailer, then the movie started playing. And this movie that I was about to see, it was a new Harley Quinn movie. Although this one did not look like an animated movie, it did look like a live action movie. And of course, Margot Robbie, she was back as Harley Quinn. But this one did not look like a modern movie, nothing like Suicide Squad or Birds of Prey. Nothing like that. This looked like kind of like a live action, more of a comic book feel movie, where where the atmosphere, where everything looks like it came out of a comic book, kind of like with Batman, like that. So that was gonna be more like a comic book atmosphere coming to life in this live action movie of Harley Quinn, of her story. I think not just her origin story, but I think different things and certain events that would take place in her life. So just when I was getting ready and so excited to see this new movie, because I love Harley Quinn, so just when I was getting ready to watch it and just can't wait to see what it's about and just how everything would turn out in the movie, and just when I was getting ready, because I was so excited, all of a sudden the dream ends. It cuts right there. And the only thing I remember seeing was the title. I don't know what the title was, but I did saw the words Harley Quinn. And of course it showed her, it showed those three triangles. No, not triangles. Diamonds. Yeah, that's what it is. So I saw that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I saw. I saw her name, and who knows? Maybe that's how who knows? Maybe if they do a more comic book atmosphere live action movie of Harley Quinn, of like her origin story and anything else. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the title of her movie, which would be her name. Who knows? Maybe, because that's what I saw. I saw her name with with yeah, I saw her name, well, of course, which were in black and red. But then, of course, before I could see anything else, even before I could see Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn in this one, and seeing like how her character would look in that movie, before I could see anything else, even before I could see possibly the cast of that movie, all of a sudden the dream ends right there. Complete. It goes blank. I see nothing, and then I wake up. And so yeah, so when I woke up, I actually thought that I went to this movie premiere, and I thought it was really happening. And so when I came to realize that it was just this very interesting dream, I thought, I hope that happens. You know, I mean, believe me, I love Suicide Squad and I love Birds of Prey. But I do think if they do that, if they happen to make this new movie on Harley Quinn, you know, for origin story and certain things that would show about her life and certain things that took place and certain events with her involved, and you know, basically telling the story of her life, then yeah, I think instead of it being more of a modern movie, I think they could go with like a very classic comic book atmosphere to it, especially, you know, with everything, especially her costume, you know, her classic black and red costume and all of that. So I think if they were to go in that direction, it might be just something everyone will be looking forward to, because when I picture it, I'm thinking, yes, I would love to see something like that. Because with Batman Returns, even with Batman Forever, that is not really modern in any way. That is more of a comic book atmosphere to the movie, like everything, the buildings and everything. So I wish, if they're gonna do like a maybe an origin story on her life, and maybe tell a different story in her life in the movie, and maybe even maybe show different things here and there, even like Poison Ivy and the Joker, and like it won't be so much about the Joker, but maybe he'll just be there a little bit, but not so much. But if they show certain things like how she met Poison Ivy, and just certain things that she did herself, and certain things that probably took place even in the comic books, I think it should be a more of a comic book atmosphere coming to life in the movie, of the background, you know, pretty much everything, you know, just like in those Batman movies that I mentioned. And I think that would be quite interesting, and I would love to see that. So that is all for this Dreamtime video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And yes, I know what I did there, where I just did a demonstration to how I was watching the movie. Yes, I know that was funny, and hey, laugh all you want, because I was laughing too, because I thought that was funny. And to be honest, I've actually had dreams like that. Well, not really like that. I don't mean like I've had dreams where I would watch the movie on the ceiling instead of in front of me. No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, I've had those dreams where I would go to the movie theater and watch a movie, but of course, most of the time, I'm just watching the movie on the big screen, just right in front of me. But somehow, this one in particular, and I don't know why, but somehow the screen wasn't in front of me for me to really watch it just to sit down and watch it like this. Nope. Instead, the chairs were completely leaned back, so that means I had to lay down on my back and I had to look up because the screen was attached to the ceiling. And like I said, I know that sounds completely weird and funny, but hey, for some reason it was just like that in that dream. I don't know why. I don't like it. It was just strange, but oh gosh. Yeah, so let me know what you thought of this dream and let me know if you would like to see a movie like that. Because I know I would, because that would be a very different turn and a whole different take to tell pretty much her story, like her origin story, certain things in her life, like about the Joker, Poison Ivy, and just certain things that went on in her life. So I think that would have been interesting, where it's not so much of a modern movie, but more of a comic book atmosphere movie. You know, more of a feel to it. You know, where you feel like you're in a comic book. And so I think I would really love that. Yeah, I would. So anyway, um, so to see more videos like this, please subscribe, like the video, share it, and if you have any thoughts on this stream, and if you'd like to see more of a comic book Harley Quinn type of movie atmosphere, you know, brought to life, if you would like to see something like that, let me know and leave a comment down below. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.